When the baby is born, his great-grandmother keeps clapping beside him, not to soothe him, but to test if he can hear. 2 years later, the child is already 2. Not only did he not inherit his parents' deafness, he can speak at a very young age. Maybe feeling relieved, his great-grandmother passes away. At the funeral, friends and relatives come to pay respects, because his dad, mom and brother are all deaf. He has to act as the interpreter to thank everyone. As he grows up, his father hopes he'll become a doctor, but he puts all his passion into playing guitar. He even secretly forms a band. From the cheering crowd, it's clear he's doing great, but this is discovered by his father. The son tries to explain how much he loves music, but in his father's eyes, he's wasting his life and ruining his future. Unable to communicate with his deaf father, he storms off in anger, and with that, he somehow travels back to 1995. He even runs into his father as a young man. But wasn't his father supposed to be deaf? Seeing his strange behavior, his father warns him, "Don't mess up my band." Hearing the word band, Eun-jae refuses to give up. His father runs ahead, and he chases after him. Soon, his father runs into his own house. When Eun-jae arrives, he finally realizes that really is his father, because he remembers living here with his grandma. He slowly walks up and pushes the door open. Inside, his father is being chased and hit by his great-grandmother. She scolds him, "With grades like this, how dare you come home?" Suddenly, a test paper falls in front of Eun-jae. He picks it up and takes a look. Out of 57 students, his father ranked 53rd. In other words, his father was a terrible student. Suddenly, his father gets an idea. He walks over to Eun-jae slowly, then bows deeply in apology. Eun-jae looks confused. His father explains, "This is the tutor I hired." But the great-grandmother is not easily fooled. She immediately starts testing Eun-jae on the spot. His father breaks into a cold sweat. But unexpectedly, Eun-jae reacts fast. Within just 5 minutes, he completes 100 questions. The great-grandmother checks the answers. The next second, she stands up and clasps her hands in awe. Just like that, Eun-jae somehow ends up living with his father. Maybe it's their blood bond. Their interests are exactly the same. Even their movements look identical. The great-grandmother is stunned. Was this rehearsed ahead of time? But what Eun-jae doesn't understand is, his father's deafness happens later in life. Right then, a little boy runs into the street chasing a balloon. His father reacts quickly and goes to help him. He doesn't notice a car coming. Eun-jae instantly pushes his father down. This accident makes Eun-jae realize something. Eun-jae quickly checks his father's neck for the scar from that accident. But this action makes his father think he's acting kind of weird. Yet all Eun-jae can think about is that the accident hasn't happened yet.